Do I smell a scent of a heretic? Ah, it was this one. She wasn't facing the right direction. She gets a mark of scorning for it. Anyways, so hello, it is your beautiful, wondrous, and gorgeous Night Queen here to introduce you to some Warhammer 40k. Wait, I already did that? Oh, well, I'm going to introduce you to more of it, more specifically my Warhammer 40k army model from the Patrol Combat set that I got a while ago. So I mentioned it before, and that I said that I was going to be playing as the Adepta Sororitas, and on my Twitter I've been sharing quite a few pics of some of the progress I've been making here and there, and you may have noticed that in the last video I shared some Adepta Sororitas lore, which I plan on doing more of it, but right now I want to celebrate a moment of pride, a moment of compassion, and a moment of zeal for the God Emperor of mankind. And I shall do so by showing off all of my models from the Combat Patrol of the Adepta Sororitas, which came in a while ago at my game store. And so, without further ado, let me just go ahead and show you all my work. And as you can tell right now, yes, this is quite a lot, really. But you know what? That is why I'm so proud. Anyway, so, as you could tell, quite a few models, obviously, and there are quite a few interesting figures. But let me just go ahead and start off with a few basic models here. So at the front lines, of course, we got our regular, normal Battle Sisters. And here we have, I believe, one of the helmed versions and one that isn't helmed. Probably a little bit difficult to see, but here is the, I believe you're seeing the helmed one, or the non-helmed one right here, and you're seeing the one who is helmed right here. Probably a little difficult from shakiness, but anyway, so these are some of the models for the Battle Sister Squad. They're basically the frontline troops, obviously the main shooters, the main army, the main roster of the Adepta Sororitas Battle Sisters, and obviously, I do have to point out one particular, well, actually a couple ones, but I have this one right here. This one with her chainsword raised up high and proud. Guess what? She was my first model, the first one I ever completed, and it was this moment that started a rampage of absolute glorious pride in the proud soldiers, the proud daughters of the Emperor. So, yes, she makes me so happy. Anyway, and then we have another one right here. This is actually, I believe, my second model. She is happily carrying the banner, this huge thingy that the other Battle Sisters are not honored enough to have, but she gets to have it. She's carrying this huge thing to basically show the pride of the God Emperor, and it's just, she is amazing, and I just can't help but love the fact that they have such a unique model for that kind of thing, and I don't know what she's carrying, but I think it's like some sort of Catholic-based shrine or something like that. And so that is the Battle Sister Squad. There's about like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 10 of them, so I believe in the datasheet they would count as, hold on, let me see for a moment because I can't remember. I only just started reading the data sheet for everybody. So the Battle Sister Squad, they basically have a power rating of 6 for all 10 models, actually. If I literally had one more, the power rating would be at, 9. So 3 extra power rating. So I've got 6 power rating right here with all 10 of my regular Battle Sister frontline troops. The next ones I'm going to be showing off it. Wait, hold on. No, she's not facing backwards, so no mark of scorning for that one. you're gonna have to catch up a little bit, regular Battle Sister Squadron, or you will have to end up as a Repentia if you turn your back when you're not supposed to be, or facing the wrong direction that your other sisters are not facing. Anyway, so right over here we've got our Battle Sister Repentia with quite a few interesting models, actually, for obvious reasons, because basically the Battle Sister Repentia, they're known for having committed some sins against the God Emperor, or in this case, the God Night Queen. Let's just say probably the most egregious one is that they didn't let me in on a little bit of juicy gossip that I really wanted to know about. So keep that in mind. If you're ever going to serve me, you better let me in on that juicy gossip, or let's just say you might be in a bit of trouble. So basically, the point of the Battle Sister Repentias are that they did something wrong, and they need to be in a fervous state, fighting at the front lines, being a bit of a body shield or something like that. And they need to get into the heat of battle with no guns, just melee weapons, either with whips or with chainswords. And they do not get to have their battle armor, basically. So they are at a bit of a disadvantage. They are lacking in ranging capability, but they do have that sweet melee advantage because they've been practicing that part very well, as you could see, for obvious reasons. The next one we're going to show off here is the Sister Repentia, or the Sister Repentia Superior, obviously showing off the fact that she's got this whip and she is not afraid to use it. She will use it on the Repentias. She will remind them of their sins, especially, again, not letting me in on that juicy gossip, or maybe even just talking about something that they knew I didn't like, or that they didn't want me to hear, like, you know, letting in on, like, some really, really private gossip that shouldn't be said and everybody knows is, like, not cool. So when they do that, yeah, this bitch here, she's gonna show them what for. Not only that, she's gonna be reading up on all the juicy gossip on those Repentia sisters. She's gonna be like, hey, Marissa, remember that time you decided to steal Jessica's lipstick for no reason? You absolutely knew she wanted to look good during prayer and you decided to take that from her. You best remember that and you best make up for that, or else I am going to make sure you get some lashes for that. So anyway, so that is the Battle Sister Repentia along with the Sister Repentia Superior, and it is just, I love it! And there's still much more to go. So over here, we have got some really awesome models of the Seraphim Squad. I'm trying my best to keep them still. Here we've got one with a regular broadsword and a bolt gun, just being like, yeah, that's right, I'm flying high in the friendly skies, protected by the God Emperor. What you bitches on the ground gonna do about it? And then we also have another one who's just like, yes, you can try and shoot at me and I ain't going down. So, yes, some really awesome Seraphim models, and, oh, I forgot to add up the power rating of the Repentia Squad. Let me see if I could go ahead and find it first. Might be a little bit difficult because I don't remember what page this was on in the codex, but I will certainly try to find it. Let's see, don't matter. Repentia Superior. Okay, so, the Repentia Superior alone, she is at a power rating of 2, so, yeah. Her being able to know all the gossip going on around in the Repentia Squad, yeah, you better believe she's gonna be a big deal. Let's see. So we have the Repentia Squad, or the Repentia Superior, Sisters Repentia. Okay, there we go. So, we have about, like, let's see, we have some arcoflagellants as well. I didn't show them because I kind of confused them with the regular Repentia sisters, but we have about, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 models of Sisters Repentia, so I believe that would basically be about a power rating of 3. If I literally had one more, I would have a power rating of 6. So sadly, I miss out on that double power level because I have to have 3 Arcoflagellants. But the Arcoflagellants, let me go ahead and show them off. So unlike the Sisters Repentia, oh no, wait, I have, wait, do I have 4? It looks like I have 4 Acroflagellants. Anyway, so unlike the Sisters Repentia, the Arcoflagellants have whips. They have, well, this one actually accidentally got cut off a little bit. No, wait, he has all 3 of them. Right here. They got these big whips to try and skewer people up with, and the Arcoflagellants, basically their whole thing is about, well, I mean, they also committed some crimes against the God Emperor, or obviously, once again, against me. For the Arcoflagellants, their gossiping has been so atrocious, really. Like, I just had to punish them in a way that made sure people knew it. Like, the Sisters Repentia, sure, they have some bad clothes, that instead of their power armor and such, they don't have their guns, they have their chainswords, but the Arcoflagellants, they had a bit of lacking in charisma, and I had to make sure everybody knew it. And to make up for it, not only do they have to whip themselves every now and then, they have to whip other people. And, yeah, that's kind of it. But they also have some robotic stuff going about them, so I guess they're more protected than the Sisters Repentia, but at least the Sisters Repentia can get their looks back, so I give a little bit of leeway here and there, but I mean, I guess they could make some cool designs off their robotic, their robotic parts or something like that. I don't know. I'm not in charge of that whole department. I just let people know where the punishments go and where not. I don't know. Anyway. So, we have, so the Arcoflagellants, with how many I have, they're about 2 power, so, they're a little bit weaker, obviously, because Sisters Repentia, way better. Anyway, so, the Seraphim Squad, that would be the angelic people I showed off earlier, the ones flying the friendly skies, like Farah. This one, obviously being like, that's right, angelic warrior here, and definitely not the biblically accurate ones, because we all know they're gross and ugly as fuck, because, yikes. All those eyes, there is such a thing as too many eyes, and clearly their master doesn't know what the limit is, but clearly he overstepped the boundaries. Anyway, so Seraphim Squad, about 4 to 9, we have a Seraphim Superior, but I don't know which one is supposed to be the Seraphim Superior, if I'm being honest, so that's gonna be something I figure out, but, the Seraphim Squad, let's see, they have about 4, well, I mean 5 in this case, so the 5 of them are going to get 4 power rating. If I have one more, I would have, once again, double that. I would have the power rating of 8. So, I just feel like this combat patrol suddenly is just trying its best to make sure I don't have that optimized power rating. But anyway, so that is the Seraphim Squad. There's definitely more units that I don't have, obviously, but this is what the combat patrol gave me. Now, for the next thing, before I get on to the really big units that I am super proud of, we have one more we need to show off here. Come on, give me that girl. Get her, come on, don't be shy now, let me have the info on the Canonist. The Canonist, the leader of the warlord, or, well, I mean, warlord sounds unsophisticated. I mean, that sounds like something an orc would have, which, I mean, no offense to them, but I think we all know they're all about that barbarism when the sisters are all civilized and such. The Canonist here is the one in charge. She's like, I don't even need a gun. I got my big old sword, I got my big old rod, and I'm showing it off to everybody, and I got my whole nun regalia thing here, but fancier, because I am awesome, and everybody knows it. So the Canonist, basically, She is the leader of the group, and she has a power rating of 3. She is the one with all of the leadership roles, and she's the one with the most abilities and such. So yeah, or at least in general, she is. She's got a bunch of weapons. She's got she can equip sort of holy relics as well, but I don't have any holy relics as far as I can tell. Apparently she can equip a plasma pistol, which if she supercharges it and she gets an attack rating of 1, let's maybe just leave that to the imagination. But basically, she's gone. She's just gone. So keeping that in mind, that no plasma pistol. Just don't plasma pistol. Don't supercharge it. Maybe. But yeah, it's not like she's actually equipped with a plasma pistol anyway, or at least, I don't know if it goes by model rules, like if they actually show a plasma pistol on the model that they use it, or if all the weapons that they have are just automatically equipped, doesn't matter what the model has. I have no idea. I honestly don't know, really, but I mean, I'm learning here. I'm new to this whole thing, and I'm just kind of having fun with it. Especially with the model building, actually. I did a lot of rocking out while I was building them. But, not important right now. But the Canonist, yes, we have her 3 power rating. And let us move on to the big prides of my work. Because, oh, do I feel so proud of my amazing work. It's just so beautiful. Come on. The penitent engines, which would be, this, horrifying thing. And it may be difficult to tell without the paint, but, in case you can't tell, this is madness. This is horror incarnate. You may not get a look at the expression of this guy's face, but he's not having a good time. The penitent engine is meant for even worse sins than the ones I mentioned earlier, okay? So, I mean, like, with level 1, there's, like, gossiping and not letting me be involved. Level 2 is, like, being so, the level 1 is also just like, hey, gossiped about things that, ain't cool to gossip about. I mean, that also works for the Arco-Flagellants, but, level 2, being so bad at gossiping that you just offend the presence. Level 3 for sins is like, oh, wow, you are a total bitch. Which basically, for me, is like, you're a Nazi, you're racist, you're sexist, transphobic, homophobic, any of those assholes. Yeah, you're gonna end up on one of these. And, once again, it's not going to be fun, because this thing is fueled by your suffering and pain, and you will live that. You will live that, and you will die with that, and it will not be quick. It will be slow, enduring, and tormenting forever. Anyway, so the penitent engine is something that is reserved for some of the worst sinners, and they are basically rushed into battle. And, their pain is fueling the engine, like I mentioned before, and it's basically fueled by, it has a couple of buzzsaws with giant bolt guns attached to the top. Sometimes there would be flails, but unfortunately this one didn't come with flails. It just had the buzzsaws. So, but he's in a fun running position, so I guess that's cool. He's eager to be like, yeah, I did these terrible things, but it's okay, Night Queen. I'll kill people for you, and I will suffer for my horrible, horrible crimes. And I'm like, damn right you are. Now get in that fight there, and you gonna make up for it, but you probably won't, especially if you're a Nazi. So, like, yeah. Bye-bye. Anyway, but yes, they come in with buzzsaws, bolt guns, and sometimes they have the flails, which actually, it makes it, if they have the penitent flail, it actually, it allows you to make 2 hit rolls instead of 1, so it basically counts as 2 attacks, so, yeah. Expect me to be even more mad at the Nazi because they don't have, they don't add that extra attack because they chose the buzzsaws instead of the flails. Just saying. I'm gonna make it worse for them. Not that I would ever make the pain any easier for them, because we all know Nazis deserve the pain, you know what I'm saying? We all know what I'm saying, you know? Anyway, so, let's see. Oh, and then... I almost forgot. The Penitent Engine basically has 3 power rating, and for each model... there's going to be a doubling of that. There's going to be an extra 3 power rating for each model that comes in. So, yeah, that's a thing to keep in mind. And then, the finale, the grand finale of this great Adepta Sororitas army of the Battle Sisters. My prized possession, the Rhino Tank. Basically, big fuck you tank with a few shrines that obviously have influence from Catholicism, because apparently the Imperium of Mankind is, like, obsessed with that whole Catholicism thing, even though the Emperor of Mankind is like, no, fuck religion, I'm going to kill anybody who is religious, I will absolutely murder all of you. And then everybody just became so gung-ho during the Horus Heresy. It was just like, oh yeah, the God Emperor, he is totally a god, and we will worship him as a god. And the Emperor's just sitting on his golden throne being like, what have you people done? But anyway, the Rhino Tank. It is a power rating of 4, and again, it is a big fuck you tank. And there is just so many cool details. I apologize for some of the coloring. That was the super glue. It'll definitely be covered up once I... it'll be covered up once I paint it, which I don't currently have. I'll have to wait until tomorrow when I get the paint. When I start painting, though, that's going to be a little bit of a different issue, because I'm going to be having other things going on, especially on Sunday, because I have a theater play group I need to be at, so yeah, I need to prepare for that. Anyway, so the Sororitas Rhino Tank, it is equipped with a hunter-killer missile, which is this big rocket launcher thing that I'm pointing at right here on the left side. It also comes with a nice little detail of a battle sister on the right being like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this big fuck you machine gun right at all you bitches, what you gonna do about it? Comes with bolt guns, yeah, it is affected, however, based on how much damage it takes. Like, it'll move slower the more wounds it takes. I don't quite know what the BS rating is supposed to mean. I don't quite know all of the initials or what their meanings. I know weapon skill. I know saves, leadership, wounds, and I don't know anything else. So that one is a little bit difficult. So yeah, I still have much to learn when it comes to Warhammer 40k, but I am so proud of the babies that I have created. These proud warrior women who are going to be going out and fighting to kill for the God Emperor, by which I mean, in this case, once again, because it's me, the God Knight Queen, because after all, we all know I'm a queen. We all know I'm a goddess. We all know that I am worth dying for. Okay, no, I'm not going that far. But anyway, so yes, this is my Adepta Sororitas army in its current state. It is obviously just the starter set, and every army is going to have that, but overall, I am just really proud of the work that I put into it, really, and I definitely know I'm going to be proud of, being able to add more details, because I had a lot of fun putting them together. I'm not proud of Games Workshop and some of the bullshit that they do, but I really am interested in being able to put the Adepta Sororitas to work. And if you're wondering what order I'm doing, if you read up on the lore, well, I think it might be obvious, but since I'm assuming most of you don't know, the lore. I'm going to be having the order I use be the Ardent Shroud, which basically is a lot of hit and run tactics, a lot of sneak, a lot of stealth, and a lot of silver. Silver is like a big thing for the Ardent Shroud. A really big thing. Like a really big thing. And obviously I want my color scheme to kind of work out. So Order of the Ardent Shroud is definitely what I'm going to go for. A bit of mixture of silver and a little bit of night blue, maybe, except for like if they're wearing helmets. If they are wearing helmets, I might go a little bit light blue. For the helmets and the visors, I don't know if that'll work, or if it'll make things easier to see, or if maybe having the night blue would work better. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. But anyways, so this is me showing off my Adepta Sororitas army, and I'm just so happy. I'm so excited, and I'm so excited really to see how I can get more of them. I obviously have to be sparing with my spending, which I definitely am. But yeah, I'm really excited to just show them off, really, and because I put a lot of work and effort into making them. And I know, like, once again, the Rhino Tank, it's definitely has a bit of a coloring issue, but it definitely also took a lot of super glue to make this. It actually took an entire container of it just to make this one big fuck you tank, and I love it. It was definitely well worth it. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really proud with the work I did. And I'm definitely really excited to try them out tomorrow, which there is going to be some Warhammer matches going on. So I'm really excited to try them out, and I just can't be any more just. Anyway, so yeah, enough with me just kind of oodling over my army, and that is just going to be everything. So I hope you all really enjoyed me showing off the army, and just sort of giving an idea, like, if any of you are interested in Warhammer 40k, what your combat patrol for the Adepta Sororitas might look like. You might be interested in the hobby. What I would recommend a little bit for building the army, however, is that you're going to need a bit of super glue. And so far, I haven't really found much of a differentiation between super glues. You're going to wait about, when you apply it, you have to wait 10 to 15 seconds for it to harden. And you also have to follow an instruction guide as well for, like, figuring out which pieces belong to which, because at first I kind of got a bit lucky with this first model, actually, because I did, with the first model, I actually got really lucky to just find all the parts that fit with this model. But generally, if you don't want to waste time trying to figure out which parts go to which, they are going to have a manual that will show you how to build them. Not all of them, obviously. There will be some that will kind of be a few outliers, I guess. But yeah, you will have you will probably have a few spare parts as well. I feel like keeping them. But I don't know if I will use them, especially if I have other patrols or other sets or characters I need to make, but I'm keeping them anyways. But yeah, the ones I used for the last bit, I used just some regular super gel, really, that I got from a nearby convenience store. But at first I was kind of using the crazy super glue, and it helped me build most of the models. But I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. Super glue is going to be pretty cheap. Having pliers is what would mostly be recommended. I also couldn't really find the pliers I was using at first, so I also just kind of used some nail clippers. So if you're not interested in either buying a pair of pliers or sneaking into your dad's toolbox or whatever, nail clippers are also easy to use and actually more effective at removing some of the parts. But if you don't have these, you probably will have to buy them or steal them from your mom, not to go off of stereotypes, but anyway, who am I kidding? Everybody needs to clip their nails. If you're not doing that, I don't know what you are doing, because, I mean, come on. Have some hygiene. Even if you're a man, come on now. Let's be real. Clip those damn dirty-ass toenails. Otherwise, what woman is gonna go out with you? Or man. I'm just saying. keep them nice and tidy. Beauty tips aside, I'm not a beauty tip channel yet, but I could be, maybe, I don't know. Definitely not. I don't have, I may be beautiful, but I'm not one for, like, the makeup tutorials or anything like that. But those off-topic things aside, I don't know why I went over them. But yeah, so nail clippers can work, super gel at a convenience store could work. But yeah, combat patrols when you're starting off with an army, mine costed about 140, so expect that to be a bit of an expectation for the sets being a bit expensive because, yeah, Warhammer 40k is not known for being cheap. And you have to keep that in mind when you buy them. This book alone, the Codex for the Adepta Sororitas, which actually I read off in my last video, it cost about $50, so, yeah, expect things to not be cheap for Warhammer 40k, but it's still a lot of fun to put things together and, to basically get into battles. I had a trial battle, but as I mentioned before, I'm gonna have another one, tomorrow, so, I'm really excited about that, and to basically, practice with my Adepta Sororitas army. And I had a lot of fun not only building them, but also showing them off on Twitter and other stuff, and now I'm having fun showing them off on YouTube, and I'm going to go ahead and end the video here because I've been rambling a lot, and I am sorry for the time I took that was a bit off topic, but I hope you did enjoy this video anyway, and sort of my commentary while I was making it. I try to make it entertaining, but I guess I also feel like I go a bit off topic, so maybe I need to work on that, to prevent myself from going too off topic. But yeah. With that being said, I will end the video here, so if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like button if you want to see more stuff like this, maybe other stuff like gaming, because this is actually part of me doing some gaming stuff. It's just in this part I'm doing a little bit of showing off of tabletop gaming, really, with all of these models, but mostly I do gaming through PC platform, and such, and I am currently doing an Expeditions Rome campaign. I'm trying to do Warhammer 3 Total War, but I'm just not really finding a whole lot of conviction with it, honestly. I'm not really feeling it with Warhammer 3, so I'm kind of disappointed, and I'm disappointed in the money I spent so far, but maybe it'll get better, but I don't know, honestly. Not to be too mean, but I guess Warhammer 2 was kind of where I felt like there was the most fun for these series. And I like the Warhammer fantasy lore and the world, it's just I'm really not feeling it with Warhammer 3. And and also with having to think about Slaanesh and how truly hideous everything about them is. Ugh. Anyway, I'm ending it here. Rambling again. So, with that, and have a good evening, and sleep well this wonderful moonlit night.